Mulheres, estic preparado.
Okay guys, thank you for joining and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Barca 360. So in this particular video, Football Club Barcelona were held 1-1 with Granada yesterday at the Estadio de los Camenes. And then after the game, the head coach of the football club, Mr. Xavi Hernandez, talked about so many things that happened in the game, particularly talking about Gavi. He talked about Luuk de Jong, and then generally about everything that happened in the game. So that is what we are looking at in this particular video. But then before that, I would want to give my own assessment of the game. I think two things went wrong for Barcelona. We could have won the game easily. Even though Granada gave us a tough time, it has always been difficult for Barcelona at the Estadio de los Camenes. Yesterday was no exception. Granada came, starts firing right from the onset, and then they did very well in their quest to get all 3 points against Football Club Barcelona. Two things that I noticed went wrong against the football club. First is Gavi. I would want to say that Gavi, I don't know, but then the head coach of the football club and the coaches, the other coaches, should work on how he tackles. His tackle is not the best. How he tackles, they are not the best. So I think that Xavi and then his people should work on that. And then aside that, Xavi himself was the problem. I wouldn't want to blame him so much, but then so many things happened in the game that was his fault. I mean, the substitutions were not on point, and then Memphis Depay came in, and then I don't know, he wasn't just moving. I think that substitution, Ferran Jatkla should have been on the pitch. Probably Luuk de Jong going out, but then Ferran Jatkla should have still been on the pitch because he could have done so many things for us in the game. So that's my own assessment of the game. But then back to the video. After back-to-back wins in the new year, Football Club Barcelona were held to a 1-1 draw by Granada at the Estadio Nuevo Los Camenes on Saturday night. After a goalless first half, Barcelona took the lead in the second period as Luuk de Jong headed home from a fine Dani Alves cross. However, the Catalans allowed their host to get a foothold into the game from that point on as Granada pushed in search of an equalizer. Things only got much harder for Barcelona after they saw midfielder Gavi get sent off for a second bookable offense, and then the host made most of their numerical advantage to level things up in the 89th minute via a fierce hit from Antonio Puertas. The result meant that Barcelona are without a win against Andalusian opponent in La Liga this season. Speaking after the game, the head coach of the football club, Mr. Xavi Hernandez, was rained over the performance of the team and then the inability to kill matches off. The result is unfortunate. It is a shame, I know. I'm angry and upset. These are the kind of matches where you can tell that the lack of experience is affecting us. We saw this movie in Pamplona already. You have to defend with the ball, have more patience. It was a 0-2 game. You have to be self-critical, he said. We lost a lot of stupid balls, a lot of them. We have to criticize ourselves. We need to start growing right now. It is time to move on and change the mental chip. We have the Clásico coming up, which is extremely important, Xavi further added. The Barcelona manager also spoke about goal scorer Luuk de Jong and his situation at the club, stating, Luuk de Jong is part of the squad. We have to see what happens to balance the salary limit to register Ferran Torres, but Luuk de Jong has helped us a lot. I'm very happy for Luuk, but displeased with the results. Touching on Gavi's red card, Xavi said, Gavi's red card shows his lack of experience. We have to move on. At one point, there were only 7 first-team players on the pitch as Alvaro Sanz came on for Ousmane Dembele. A red card at that juncture would have meant Barcelona would be forced to forfeit the game. Speaking of the situation, Xavi said, yes, it was a risk. I know, but we needed them. Up next for Barcelona is the Spanish Supercopa semi-finals clash against arch rivals Real Madrid. Yeah, so that is the news that came your way in this particular video. The head coach of the football club, Mr. Xavi Hernandez, after a 1-1 draw at the Estadio Nuevo Los Camenes on Saturday against Granada, talked about the inexperience of the team. He talked about Gavi, the red card that Xavi got. He talked about Luuk de Jong and pretty much touched about everything, and then particularly said that We didn't win the game because of our lack of experience. What are your thoughts on that? What do you think of that? What do you make of that? Let's see your thoughts. Let's see your comments in the comment section below. Thank you so much for joining. Once again, I would want to appreciate you, your time, your effort, for always coming back to the channel to consume the content being created on a daily basis. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate. I will see you in the next video. Until then, it's a bye-bye.